Okay, what's up, ladies and gentlemen? Shaka Daniel here. I'm gonna give it a little bit of time, get some viewers in, our live broadcast. All right, we got a couple viewers. Let me guys know if you can hear me. We're gonna do a little testing. 1, 2, 3, testing. Hey, you Kenston, can you hear me? Can you guys hear me clearly? All right, great, great, great. All right, we're not gonna hold it up too much because this wasn't planned, and keep you guys aware of what's going on right now. All right, so we have Monero breaking out. Okay, we have a couple reasons why Monero is breaking out. One of them is the beta GUI that is released. Also, we have a article from Prunder, which is which is a hype article if I've ever seen one. Um, so we're gonna quickly look at that, and then we're gonna look at the charts to see how we could have easily caught this move before this article. All right, so I'm gonna get into a screen share with you guys. Okay, right here we have um, the XMR BTC chart. Okay, Poloniex. Poloniex is the market that I choose to look at because it has the most volume for most of the altcoins. All right, and also for whatever reason, TradingView doesn't list any coins that are on sites like Bittrex. All right, so if you want to get an accurate reading, you're going to look at Poloniex. All right, but we're not going to start with that. We are going to start with this. All right, so it says GUI wallet released by Monero as underground banks in China wait to ditch Bitcoin mid-January. This title alone is insane. The title alone for this is insane, and I'm not gonna say it's misleading, but it's gonna nudge a lot of people who aren't gonna do due diligence in a certain direction. All right, now this is not me knocking Monero because I've been saying Monero is a good idea from since like 50 cents. All right, even though I did not purchase any Monero, so I missed a big move, but I always thought that it was a pretty good idea. Um, the amount of coins weren't, it wasn't a ridiculous amount of coins, and the fact that they have the ring signatures, which is arguably the best type of anonymous service or whatever that you want to call it, that's implemented in cryptocurrencies today, and it's a proven. The ring signatures is proven. All right, so Monero has ring signatures. Dash has a mixing service of sorts. So Monero is actually truly anonymous. But I just want to read a couple lines out of this. Mind you guys, this is from Prunderground, PRUNDERGROUND, Prunderground. It says, could it be the next Bitcoin? Cryptocurrency Watchdog says very well, could be. Set to launch mid-January, Monero is not slated as an alternative to the widely recognized Bitcoin. It's a more powerful cryptocurrency, and Insider says its release could increase 24-hour volume by approximately 300 million US dollars. All right, so like I said, this article alone is going to nudge the Monero price in a specific way. I wanted, it was another, I should have highlighted this. Come and check out this article. This is definitely a hype article if I've ever seen one. So the combination of this article, Jack's coming out giving teasers of their uh, adding Monero to their service, and Monero coming out with their own official the fundamentals from solid right now. All right. And this is not me telling you to go and buy Monero because I do not tell people what to buy or what to sell. But the fundamentals for Monero alone are going to be pretty solid temporarily. And, there was something about China in here. I don't want to spend too long looking at this. But yeah, guys, come and check this out. Do your due diligence on that. All right. But let's look at the chart because I like to combine fundamentals with technicals, not just trade off of uh, articles or fundamentals solely. Okay, I like to combine fundamentals and technicals, and if the fundamentals and the technicals are in a good area, then I jump in my position. 4 days ago, Monero started to consolidate. All right. Now, there is a way that you trade consolidation. I'm not going to get too deep into the way that you trade consolidation. All right. But there is a way that you can trade consolidation that is going to give you a clear direction it may continue to go. All right. So, like I said, the fundamentals for Monero right now are solid. They're coming out with the GUI. That was a big complaint that people had. They had no GUI. They're coming out with their GUI, and Jax is giving teasers of them adding uh, Monero to their wallet. All right. So the whole Jax thing, I if you guys remember a couple months ago, Jax tried to add Dash first, right? For whatever reason, want Dash on their platform. So any word yet saying that Dash doesn't want, I mean, excuse me, Apple doesn't want Monero on their platform. I thought it was just like, okay, Apple doesn't want anything to do with totally anonymous coins, that their biggest use case is going to be on the dark market, and they just don't want people storing dark market money on their platform. So I was like, okay, maybe Apple just doesn't want that. But if Apple allows um, Monero to be added to their platform and not Dash, that is truly puzzling. I don't know what it is that they see in Dash, or what they don't like about Dash, or what they see in Monero that they're okay with, but they don't like Dash. So solid fundamentals. We have consolidation. All right. The market has broken above my 714 moving average. All right. I use my 714 close moving averages. All right. And we have a very big volume candle. All right. Now let me tell you guys a quick story about, well, volume candles. When you have volume candles, the market tends to like to pull 50% of the previous volume candle. All right. Just like this one. We have a big volume candle here. Let me get into it. We don't it's not the biggest volume candle, but it's a good nice size candle. The market likes to sometimes pull cent into the previous candle before taking off. Even though this one continued downward, we have little cup, somewhat of a cup and handle, even though it's not the best one, but we have somewhat of a cup and handle. All right. So this candle may very well pull back close to 50% before continuing to take off. So when you get these big volume candles, don't FOMO, guys. Don't FOMO to take your position in the market if you choose to do so. This is, again, this is not me telling you to do this, but if you're going to, don't buy on the top of this big candle. What you would want to do is allow the market to pull 50% into this candle, or the market can even very well push down, touch the 7 moving average before continuing back up. All right. So the fundamentals, the technicals are pretty solid. All right. Now, if Monero implements something like SegWit, Litecoin plans on doing, I don't know. Monero might just very well moon. Monero might hit 20, 30 bucks easily. All right. So that's just in my opinion, because the fundamentals that they have alone are going to allow it to hit something. Let's look at where we can possibly go. All right. Because when you're trading, this is what you want to do. You want to look at where we can possibly go. All right. And we can possibly go back to the 1,800,000 Satoshi range, between 1,800,000 and 2,200,000. All right. Those aren't the exact numbers, but in between this range. Technically, we can go as high as here. All right. But I prefer using the real bodies. All right. Because that's where I feel gives the best support resistance, but whatever, that we're not going to get too far into that. All right. But the fundamentals plus the technicals that we have here can definitely push it past the all-time high. All right. Now, if they implement SegWit and it comes out cleanly, no telling where Monero can go. All right. So, but the most important thing that I want you guys to take away from this is there are ways to, you could have spotted this move before these articles and before talks of the GUI release, because I don't think on this day here the GUI release was even talked about. Started to talk about, get talked about maybe like 3 days ago. That you can spot moves within the market, and anybody who says that cryptocurrencies don't react to technicals, in my opinion, they're just not doing the technicals right. They just aren't doing the technicals right. All right, so this video a little bit longer. What do you guys think of? Why do you guys think, or do you guys have any information about Monero being added to Apple, or what do you think about that? Why Dash wasn't added, but Monero can possibly be added? You, Keston, if you want to if you want to get deeper into these technicals, give me an email at chasethatcoin@gmail.com. I do one-on-one trainings. I've trained a lot of people to be able to spot these things. Go too deep into this. Tar and Feather Specialist says that makes me like Dash. I mean, I like Dash. I like certain things about Dash. I like the governance model there. I kind of like the master node thing, but then again, I mean, I feel like it has to be improved because that's not really anonymous transactions. All right, and in my opinion, the master node thing is kind of like, it's kind of like a like a Steam Power type of deal, right? So it holds the price up. It stops the price from pushing below a certain point. If sorry, Feather says if Apple hates it, I like it. I'm gonna assume that you have an Android phone. You're an Android user. All right, so let's look at you guys. Let's look at some questions. Missed the move. Yes, you did. Zach, how's it going, sir? Will Steam ever be worth anything? I don't want to get too off topic, but Steam it does have a release of busy.com. I don't know if busy.com is going to help Steam. I don't think Steam will ever get, what was Steam at, like $4 or something like that, $3? I don't think it will ever get back up there, but I think the busy.com thing will definitely add a temporary boost to Steam. All right. And the reason I say that is because the way Steam is reacting to the Bitcoin move, all right, it's not falling off that much during the Bitcoin move. And coincidentally, the whole talks of the busy.org, their new platform, which is more like a Facebook type of thing. So they started talking about that, and then, the price stopped plummeting. All right, let's look at some more questions. Trevon, what's up? Bag holding Steam as always, as well. I'm not bag holding Steam at all. I don't have any Steam Power. I never put any. I've only traded Steam. Overall, I think wrote this on Tone Vase and Adam Meister's. I commented this under their video. I think that Steam can be. It is a good idea, but I don't think that there is a need for 3 Steam currencies. If anything, I think that they should implement. I think that they should have used BitShares. All right, being that they created BitShares already, I think they should have used BitShares or just used Bitcoin. I'm not gonna say it's fake. It's embellished. Prunder ground. I've never heard of them before, but I think it's definitely embellished, especially because the way that they're talking about Bitcoin. All right. When do we short? Oh man, I personally don't believe in shorting cryptocurrencies that much. I mean, um, Ethereum gave us a really good chance to short, but the upside for cryptocurrencies is so great that even if you do short, pulling off a really big successful short is difficult. All right, and your technical analysis, your price action and technical analysis reading has to be precision. If you're not that great at price action and technical analysis, don't try to short cryptocurrencies, guys. Cross platform is important. I'm not sure what you mean by that, Scott. What's up, bad news? No problem, Kenneth. Yeah, I never had any Steam Power. I know I did a Google Hangout with Ty Zen a couple months ago, and we discussed Steam Power and all that stuff. But I've never put any money into it. I've only traded Steam when on hype news. I've traded and got out. Where is a good place to trade? It depends on where you live. The best place to trade is obviously Poloniex. Okay, that's the best place to trade, but whatever. It depends on where you live. I live in New York City, so I can't trade on Poloniex. I mean, there is a way for me to trade on Poloniex, but I would hate to take my time, flip all those Bitcoins, and then, they notice that I'm trading from New York, and then they take my Bitcoins or whatever. So I'm not even going to try to risk that. No, Steam Power is not locked in for 2 years. They hard fork. It's only, I think, locked in for 2.5, 3 months. Thoughts on the scaling issue? Right now, I'm in talks with getting someone that's pretty popular. Well, I'm personally not getting them, but it's me, Boss Lady. She's like boots on the ground. I appreciate her work. She's in talks with getting someone that's pretty popular, um, and having them come on the platform, and we're gonna discuss some things. So, you know, and check out my last video on yesterday. Was it Roger Ver? When I said Roger Ver supports SegWit question mark a little bit. I honestly don't know what's gonna happen with this whole scaling debate. But what I do know is that Roger Ver giving a nod to SegWit is somewhat of a good thing. I mean, it's definitely a good thing because, like, he's a very influential person. All right. So, and he's one of the biggest skeptics of SegWit. So if he starts to come around to SegWit, a lot of other people who are skeptics of SegWit are going to consider coming around as well. And I think that the Bitcoin price will continue to go up, regardless of this SegWit situation, but it may pull back once people realize that it pull back a little bit, at least once people realize that it might not pass. All right. But by that time, I think Bitcoin will be so high that if it pulls back, it'll pull back to something like 1,000, 1,100 or something. It won't be pulled back to like 500. Those days for Bitcoin are over, I think. Yeah, watch my video on not to use Bitcoin debit cards. All right. Any more thoughts on Steam, guys? Let's try to get back on track. Any more thoughts on Steam? I mean, excuse me, Monero. All right, guys. So if you're going to try to get into this market, pick your position. Pick your entry. Pick your entry. Plan your exits. All right. Don't FOMO. This move right here is still relatively small. Right. So don't FOMO. The market can still definitely pull back. Moving average, which is on my chart, is a 7. Excuse me. It can pull back into the 7, touch the 7, and push back up. All right. So there's still an opportunity to get into this market if you feel like it. Now, I don't know. I can't. I'm not gonna say which direction I feel like it's gonna go in right now, but it has an opportunity to pull back before pushing up. All right. And this article from PR Underground, I was saying Underground. I just noticed this here. PR Underground. All right. I think this article can only take far. Okay. And the GUI and the GUI beta from Monero and the Jax release is what's going to really push uh, Monero to the next level, if it does go to the next level, and to retest the previous all-time highs, which are back here. All right. Just pick up some Litecoin. Litecoin is like Litecoin is a funny coin to me. All right, guys. Since we don't have much more talks of Monero, I'm gonna wrap this one up. I don't want it to be too long. If you guys haven't subscribed to my channel yet, please subscribe. If you're already subscribed, please hit that bell next to the subscribe button so you can be notified as soon as I put my videos out. Check out my other previous videos. If you would like to donate to my channel, please check out the About section. I have Bitcoin, Ethereum Classic, Monero, all kinds of addresses there that I accept. I'll also accept PayPal. If you guys want to contact me just to say hi or hey or whatever, please do so at chasethatcoin@gmail.com. If you guys are interested in scheduling a one-on-one personal training, you would contact me at chasethatcoin@gmail.com. If you're interested, I always give everyone a free 30-minute session. Everyone is eligible for a free 30-minute session where I can answer some questions for you and give you an overview of my trading style. And until then, next time, gentlemen, keep chasing those coins.